Hey there, sweet friends. I hope you are all well. Welcome or welcome back if you are new. We're going to be working on this Christmas folio today. We've got some surprises on the inside. So not only is it super bright and cheerful and really loaded with all of these beautiful flowers, but on the inside we have these fun accordion sections that are going to fold out in different directions. That gives you lots of room for your pictures and journaling. I've also included a printable from my shop just to make it even more extra festive. So if that sounds good to you, then stick around and we will make it together. So we're going to be working with this Paper Studio Winter paper pad, and this particular paper pad has single-sided paper that is not very thick, and I think that will be ideal for this project because we want to add a whole lot of layers without creating too much unnecessary bulk. And so I just went through and I picked out 4 different patterns that I wanted to utilize. We're going to alternate those on the different sections so we get a nice variety of the patterns showing at one time. So to create the base, I'm going to be working with my 65-pound weight cardstock. I've got 2 different sizes, and so the first one is going to be the cover itself. It is going to measure 8 inches high by 8 3/4 inches wide, and I'm going to score it at 4. And also 4 3/4. We really want to build in the depth for all of those paper layers. The other measurement for this is going to be 8 inches high by 12 inches wide. And we're going to have 2 of them for this project. I'm going to line that up so that the 12-inch side is at the top. And then I will score at 4. And also 8. Do that for both of these pieces. I'm switching out my scoreboard now for my guillotine cutter, and I'm going to bring those 2 12-inch wide pieces to this, and I'm going to turn it now so that the 8-inch side is at the top, and I want to cut this at 4 inches all the way until that first score line. And so I will cut through 2 of these sections, leaving 1 intact. So my plan is to get it very, very close and then come back with my scissor and then go ahead and complete that cut. I'm going to do that, like I mentioned, for both of these pieces. And this is going to become the accordion section that folds out. So I just went ahead and I completed that cut, and now you can see that we have these 3 sections with 2 of them cut. The remaining one is going to be what we use to adhere this to the base. So I'm just going to fold on that score line, making sure to get a nice crisp crease here. And then I'll fold this back the other way. And so I would do that same process for both of these pieces. So I have my 2 pieces here, and I want to pay attention to which way these are going to fold because I want them to go outward when we open this folio. So I am going to have these fold this way, and then they will also go in the other direction, and so opposite for the other side. Off camera, I went ahead and folded that other piece that we have cut and scored, and I do have my double-sided adhesive added here. I'll just remove the backing, and I do want to utilize my 2 glue combo. And because I am right-handed, I'm going to flip this so that I can work it into the score line. So I'll just fold up there so that I can get it positioned exactly right so that that fold will work properly. Make sure to press it well so that you get a good contact. Now you see we've got our pieces that will fold outward. And so I want to repeat that process for the opposite side, being careful to make sure that that fold is going outward. So now this is going to open this way, and then these pieces will also fold outward. So now I want to add that pattern paper to finish off these 4-inch sections, and I also want to incorporate a tip-in so that we can incorporate some of those festive printables, as well as include additional space for journaling. And so for these 4-inch sections, my cardstock is going to be 3 7/8 by 3 7/8, and the pattern paper will be 3 3/4 by 3 3/4. So I'm going to also include that tip-in, and I did prepare these. This is the Gnomes and Snowman printable, and I think that is just a perfect combination with these brighter, more cheerful colors. And so I have just printed that in the size that it was designed. I added 1/8 of an inch to the height, and then 1/8 of an inch to the width, and then also an additional 1/2 inch so that I could have a nice border, and then also a section that I could adhere to the back so that it will be sandwiched between the base and the cardstock. So I do want to have the tip-ins positioned so that they will fold outward also. And so I have 2 for this side that will open to the left, 2 for this side that will open to the right. And so I have just added that with that flap and some double-sided adhesive. I'll come back in with my Tombow, and then I do want to center this on that. Now this is going to be probably easier to get this centered if I have just a small portion of it showing. Let's just get this adhered. Now that will fold open. Let's do the same for this one as well. I'm going to alternate those patterns, so I'll have my sort of geometric or background pattern combined with one of the all over holiday patterns, and that will help to keep it from looking too busy along with those borders. So after we've got those tip-ins added, it will be very easy to just continue working along with alternating those patterns using our 2 glue combo. And remember that we want to also cover this side as well. So for this folio as shown, I do have 16 4-inch pages. And it doesn't take a lot of pages because these are cut into less than 4-inch sections. And so you're going to get a lot out of each 12-inch page. So we've got our 4 pages here alternating our patterns with the border of that solid cardstock. And then we also have our tip-ins. So let's go ahead and finish the inside as well. And for the full-size pages, the measurement for the cardstock will be 7 7/8 by 3 7/8. And the pattern paper is 7 3/4 by 3 3/4. That will be for the inside and then also the outside cover. Might be difficult to see on camera, but I am just keeping that centered between those score lines. All of these paper layers are really going to add up to a nice thickness and sturdiness for this folio, even if we're using the single-sided paper. We'll continue to do that same process for this side, and remembering to keep my tip-ins folding outward toward the right. So we've got those 4-inch sections covered. We have our 4 tip-ins as well, and then we're alternating those pattern papers so that we get a nice variety. You did see me kind of working through those, kind of bending them out of the way just to get everything centered well, but it really wasn't difficult at all. And I think this adds such a nice interactive quality without being difficult. Now I do want to cover the back with my pattern paper so that I get a nice finished look all the way around. And remember that that is going to be the same size as the full-size pages inside. So let's just cover the back now. Could easily consider this for really any holiday or theme. Just switch out your cardstock to match your collection. And then, of course, I do want to add a little ribbon trim, so this is going to tack that on. And then I'll secure that between those layers. Position this so that I can get it centered. This is a pretty moss plaid from Really Reasonable Ribbon. This has a really nice bow. I think it coordinates with these more traditional colors of the pattern paper and that printable. So I just got that stuck down, and then I do want to just open this up to get it a little bit more flat onto my surface. It will be easier to work with that way. And so I do have my last section to add here. I took my base layer and then added a section with some of the offcuts just to get a little bit more detail there. And since I had already cut into the paper, I figured that was fair game. So I also want to include one of those little doilies here. This is a 4-inch doily from Recollections. I don't believe it's available. I have looked for it on Amazon and not found it, but any similar kind of die cut doily would work equally well. And then I do want to pick one of those sweet printables from that Gnome and Snowman printable. I did add my green cardstock, and then I did pop that up on a spacer. So I want to position this pretty close to the middle as best I can. You see that did develop a little bit of dimension. Now I might have gone overboard with the flowers just a little bit because I just wanted this to be extra festive. And so I did combine handmade flowers and also flowers from Really Reasonable Ribbon. I just swapped out that stamen so that it would match a little better. And then I layered it with just a little bit of die cut foliage this time. Generally, I would have more, but I have a pretty small profile here, and so I want to keep it pretty compact. I added a little bit more of that pretty trim that coordinates with our closure. So let's just add that with hot glue. I'm just being careful to keep those leaves and the fragile bits confined here to the inside so that it doesn't go over the edge. And because we are working once again with a smaller footprint, I'm not going to be able to put like a button and then my charm. So I'm going to bury the string from my charms underneath this flower arrangement, and that way it will be well secured. And so we just have a nice combination here, a little gnome and a little snowman, which I thought was very on brand for this folio. So I do want to add it first. More hot glue. And then just set that string into it. Remove the excess. And then finish it off with that second flower arrangement. Fold this up and tie it. Put the excess ribbon at an angle. I do have room for some sequins, so let's put one down on the base and then two up on the image. And I'll use my Tombow to adhere that. You always think these are going to be the most fun to create, and they always are, but then I consider how much fun it won't be to get pictures of it. But it's definitely worth it to create this, even if the thumbnail will be very difficult to achieve. But that's going to be it. I sure do hope that you enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. Remember to check in the description for links for the printable, as well as all of our socials. As always, I'm wishing you a happy and productive day. And thank you so much for watching. Bye.